short, snappy sentences. It helps to engage them to buy my product and know what the magazine features in short, brief sentences. I also use formal language so that my audience can understand what I am writing, and good English so it is understandable. As a double page spread is quoted on the front page, so people will buy the magazine to find out more on what bulk text is about. I've used formal and understanding English in the double page spread which addresses the audience so all ages can read the bulk text. I've included the title page in the title in the double page spread so that it stands out to people and that the house style attracts the audience. In the double page spread I have added pull quotes, which is good as it attracts more attention and makes the audience read the text to find out why they are included in the magazine. The opening line I have added addresses the audience to what the story is about and attracts them to read the page. By adding drop caps, it shows the different techniques I have used to grab my audience attention. Colours I have used in my double page spread also attracts the audience attention to read the story by the mixtures of colours I have used throughout my magazine. Again, as I have done my questionnaire to answer these questions, the questionnaire is very beneficial and helped me do my final product. However, the language I used throughout my magazine helped to engage my audience to read my magazine, and the different stop points attracted them to my magazine. I've done research on the way different music magazines attract their audience and found out that the research I had done was helpful in doing different analysis on the different media products before I started, broke the magazines down for me and what to add. What have you learned about the technologies from the process of constructing this product? As my media product has been done, I have used PB Works, which is one form of technology I have used, as it is online, and I have updated all my work onto this blog. It was my first time using Photoshop, so therefore it was all new to me, but now I know how to use different layers, magnet tools, different colours and the cropping tool along with a lot more. PB Works is a very effective way to keep your work online, but however you have to update it, and it was good to construct my product on, as you can see all the work coming together in the end. I've used Photoshop for all my pictures throughout the portfolio and found it very useful to make changes and add extras in. Photoshop I have also used for my magazine cover contents page and my double page spread, which was very time consuming, but in the end result was professional looking using Photoshop. PB Works was beneficial as all my classmates were using it to construct their product, and was good to visit their pages from time to time at any time to see what they were going to do. I have used many different forms of technologies, and I have found equally beneficial in making my media product look professional. I had many different pictures to take for my product, so I had to use a digital camera, which I found very useful as I could upload the picture to my computer and make the changes to them myself. Using Excel was better than doing the graphs and work as it saved time and it looked professional to add them into the Word document. There are many different cameras you can use, but I used my own 3 megapixel camera as I found I got standard pictures using the camera. I was happy with the result. Producing my product, I also used the technology of Publisher as I done 3 flat plans on this. It was beneficial, however, it didn't have what Photoshop had, but however I was only starting my product at this stage. Also I used Excel as I distributed 20 questionnaires. I wrote up the results, but however I made a graph of each of the results and done this by using Excel and the graph icon. Publisher was very straightforward as was easy to use, as you could choose what layout and what fonts you wanted to use, and you had to simply add text box where you wanted to add in the text. As there are many different technology I have used, I have talked about previous, however PowerPoint is another one I am using currently for presenting my work. As I took time learning the new technologies I have used, I enjoyed learning new things, but however took a lot of time. There were some technologies I had used before, like PowerPoint, but however for Photoshop and PBWorks these were new to me. I learned to use the different technologies by watching different tutorials and watching my other peers working with the different tools. I enjoyed learning the new technologies but took up a lot of my time. However, in the end my media product looked professional by using the new technology. Looking back at your preliminary task, what do you feel you have learned in the progression from it to the full product? Doing the full product, it has learnt me about the different print industries and what music magazines are under different publishers. As I enjoy doing my media product, the end result in my eyes is a big improvement for what I have started off in. However, the front cover is good to look at, but my main task looks more professional looking. The skills from my preliminary task to my end product has been improved, though the progress, but looking at the front cover when I started to the double page spread at the end shows the skills I have learned throughout. As I didn't know much doing my preliminary task about media, now that I have done research to finish my full product, I know a lot and things you must add to a magazine cover, like a barcode. Not only did I learn new things, but doing my research I learned that others have different opinions on the same thing, which is good to have samples of. The differences from my task and my final media product now has a huge impact on what I have achieved. Looking at my final draft, you can identify clearly the progress I have made, which is a big jump, and my final product looks better than the task as it looks more professional looking. As I started off in the preliminary task, it was very brief, and the different technologies I used for my final product made my media product look professional, so I've learned the technologies are important to use to make it look good. Thanks for listening to my presentation, and I hope you like the different pictures I have used and the different short sentences I have added to answer the questions. Most of all, I hope you like my finished product.